So let's talk for a minute about how to keep your teeth and appliances clean with braces. Oral hygiene is important all the time, but especially when you have orthodontic appliances. Making sure you keep your braces and your teeth clean is going to be your primary responsibility throughout your treatment. Every time you come in for an appointment, we're going to be giving you feedback about how well you're doing with keeping your teeth and the appliances clean. If there's any areas we notice that could be improved, then we're gonna go ahead and point those out to you at your appointments, and we're gonna go through with you and give you all the tools you'll need to be successful with your treatment. Because you now have orthodontic appliances, it's going to take a little bit of extra time when you're brushing your teeth. So go ahead and just schedule off the adequate time necessary to make sure that you can go through everything thoroughly and do a great job every time you're brushing. The reason oral hygiene is so important is because plaque, if you don't remove it from the teeth and the appliances, will cause damage to the teeth. So plaque is essentially a bunch of bacteria that will sit on the teeth if not removed with a toothbrush. And the longer it sits on specific areas of the teeth, the more damage it can cause. When you see cases with people who have either orthodontic white spots or cavities after their treatment, that's because there's been areas where plaque has sat on the teeth for extended periods of time. If you make sure that at least once or twice during the day when you're brushing that you're getting all of the plaque off, then you won't develop any of those problems or cavities or white spots going forward. Typically these happen when you brush quickly, and you may be brushing your teeth 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, but if you're missing those same areas consistently every time you're brushing, it's those small areas that you're missing that cause the big problems to the teeth later. Whenever you're using your toothbrush, the angulation of the brush head is really the key. You wanna make sure you're angling the brush heads both from the bottom and also from the top to make sure that all of the areas around the braces and underneath the wires are perfectly clean. Whenever you're brushing, you wanna make sure you're using a small circular motion, so not really straight back and forth or straight up and down. You wanna stick with a small circular motion, and you wanna visualize the bristles of the toothbrush head going up underneath the wires and into the braces. You should never have to worry about breaking a brace or breaking a wire from brushing. If you're brushing properly, you can brush fairly aggressively and you don't have to worry about the braces coming off. Flossing with braces is also really important, but it is a little bit more challenging. There are flossers available specific for braces, and typically how they're designed, they have a small end that will actually go up underneath the brace wire so that you can continue to floss fairly close to how you normally would without the flosser itself getting stuck on the wire. Another great recommendation is a water pick. And although that doesn't replace flossing in its entirety, it does get a lot of the same bacteria off the teeth, and it's certainly better than nothing, and it can speed up a lot of the removal of the plaque around the braces and around your appliances. Throughout your treatment, your gums should stay nice and pink and not puffy. Okay? If your gums start to get more red or more puffy, what that means is that there are areas near your gums where the plaque is sitting and it's starting to damage the gums. Whenever you see that, that's your sign that you want to make sure that you're brushing those areas more, not less. Sometimes that's more tricky because usually the gums are more sensitive when they get puffy and red, but the solution is actually to aggressively brush those areas, keeping them clean, also using the water pick and flossing. And over time, as you do that, you'll see that the gums will heal and they'll turn back to more of a pink color and the puffiness will go down. If you're starting to experience that puffiness and sensitivity, you can actually add what we call dry brushing to your hygiene routine. What that means is that you're going to add an additional time when you brush your teeth throughout the day, and all you're going to use is a toothbrush. You can get it wet with a little water if you want, and you're gonna go around and you're not focusing on the teeth, you're only focusing on the gums to brush those and make sure that they can get healthy and that all of the plaque around the gums is removed. You can do this while you're watching TV or while you're watching YouTube, or maybe while you're sitting down and doing your homework. Anytime you have throughout the day where you have some downtime, go ahead and have a toothbrush handy, and you can do dry brushing as needed if you're starting to see that puffiness with your gums. We've put together some videos that we hope you'll find helpful to guide you through your orthodontic journey. There's a list of those videos below, so go ahead and check them out, and if there's any information that you need, go ahead and give them a watch. So we're excited to have the opportunity to accompany you on your orthodontic journey, and we can't wait to see that beautiful smile that awaits you. Once again, if there's anything else we can do for you, please don't hesitate to ask, and welcome to our practice.